right. So, good morning still. I keep on getting so confused because Fridays is good morning and I mean good afternoon and Tuesdays is good morning. So, good morning. So everybody settle in, find a comfortable seat, and just notice how you're feeling right now. I had a really good conversation with somebody this week about how I've always had this connection, this awareness to my energy bodies. Like I'm always so connected to my emotions and my energy. Never had a real good connection with my physical body. And so very often I will be in a state of really taxing my adrenals, of really being in that high stress mode or that high alert mode, because it doesn't even have to feel like stress. You just be like the constant going and doing and having that long to do list, right? And so I'm starting to pay much more attention to my physical body, to how it feels, to the stress maybe in my shoulders or, that little need to move, my back around her a little bit, those places where that stress kind of settles in. And Kundalini Yoga is really, really valuable for working on that sense of stress and anxiety. It helps us to reestablish and really feel nourished in a very deep way in our body and our spirit and our energy. So, some of the exercises we're going to do today are going to be very grounding exercises, and they're also specifically designed to begin to ease that adrenal energy, to kind of take the foot off of the gas pedal and gently place it on the brake, and to just really enjoy being in that place of peace, of inner calm. And it doesn't mean sitting still, it means going about your daily tasks, but in a mindful way, that sense of urgency or that sense of having to get that whole list done kind of fades away. It kind of helps us relieve and reverse that energy that pulls us through life instead of allowing us to kind of move through life and enjoy the scenery. So, eyes closed, hands at your heart. We'll open with Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Nice deep inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Pause and feel. Allow the energy to move over you like a weighted blanket, cocooning you with a sense of inner wisdom and peace. We'll move into our next chant, celestial communication version of Ad Gadena Me. I believe you all know it 3 times. We'll begin. Hands at the heart. Ad Gadena Me. Jugat Gadena Me. Sad Gadena Me. Siri Guru Deve Name. Ad Gure Name. Jugat Gure Name. Sad Gure Name. Siri Guru Deve Name. Ad Gure Name. Jugat Gure Name. Sad Gure Name. Siri Guru Deve Name. Pause and feel. Allowing the energy to bring you right into this present moment. Feel a sense of that flurry of subconscious thought. It seems to be moving all the time to settle. Let your focus be on your breath. Let your breath take you so deeply into this moment. Take a deep inhale as you bring your prayer up overhead. Take that earth energy and pull it up by squeezing the pelvic floor, the navel center, everything up. Bringing that sense of grounding into our etheric energy. And then as you exhale, moving down slowly. Combining the energy of the heavens and earth. As your fingers touch the earth, allow yourself to pause. Really acknowledge that sense of pulling down, of drawing down, of calming down. As you connect with the energy of the root chakra, the energy of below, the mystery, the space from which everything rises up. Right? Feel that nourishment below you. Be so aware of the energy of the earth below you. One more breath with your eyes closed. And then opening your eyes. We're going to start with a little bit of work on our minds. So for me, that's where all the stress and all the moving out of the present moment starts with a thought, right? Or a worry. So there's a simple meditation. It's called Meditation to Enrich the Mind. There's this great book. It's called The Mind. And it's all these different meditations to work with different aspects of the mind. And the very first one is a meditation to enrich the mind. And so to enrich means to add value, to make something, wealthy. And, our mind is a wealth of support and information for us when we have a good relationship with it. When we just allow it to run around like an errant child, it does what any child does. It gets into the candy jar, it goes and runs in the street, it looks for all kinds of trouble, right? But when we're present with our mind and we're paying attention to it, and we begin to develop this beautiful dance with it, it can lead us into very deep, beautiful spiritual places. It can lead us to a place of peace. So we're going to hold our right palm up, left palm down. And it's going to hang out right about here, right about the shoulders. And you can rest your elbows against your ribs. And you're going to don't let your hands hang loosely. Really consciously hold those hands level. Close your eyes. And we're simply going to sing along with a chant that I'm going to play. I think we sang along to it last week or the week before too. It's Pavan Guru. It's all about the breath and about how the breath interacts and feeds the energy of the mind. So it's that simple. Right palm up, left down, eyes closed, elbows against ribs, keeping those hands steady, and just sing joyfully. Let's see if I can get this music to play. Oops. All right, just give me 1 second here. Is that too loud? Hi, Nora. Nora, sit with your right palm up, your left palm down. And just sing along with the music, your eyes closed.
Pavan pavan parapara pavan guru.
Ensure that your shoulders are relaxed, the rest of your body is relaxed, and let yourself dance with the music if you need to.
Pavan 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 parapara pavan guru. Pavan guru, vaheguru, vaheguru, pavan guru. Pavan 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 parapara pavan guru. Pavan guru, vaheguru, vaheguru, pavan guru. Pavan 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 parapara pavan guru. Pavan guru, vaheguru, vaheguru, pavan guru. Pavan 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 parapara pavan guru. Pavan guru, vaheguru, vaheguru, pavan guru. Pavan 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 parapara pavan guru. Pavan guru, vaheguru, vaheguru, pavan guru. Pavan 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 parapara pavan guru.
So
Pavan
hands
guru,
up
vaheguru, vaheguru, pavan guru.
and let your
Pavan
mind
pavan
wander.
pavan pavan parapara pavan guru. Pavan guru, vaheguru, vaheguru, pavan guru. Pavan 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 parapara pavan guru. Pavan guru, vaheguru, vaheguru, pavan guru. Pavan 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 parapara pavan guru. Pavan guru, vaheguru, vaheguru, pavan guru. Pavan 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 parapara pavan guru. Pavan guru, vaheguru, vaheguru, pavan guru. Pavan 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 parapara pavan guru. Pavan guru, vaheguru, vaheguru, pavan guru. Pavan 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 parapara pavan guru. Pavan guru, vaheguru, vaheguru, pavan guru.
Keep your arms where they are. Inhale deeply. Squeeze everything up. Squeeze your arms into your sides. Hold, hold, hold. Keeping everything where it is. Exhale, relax everything, but keep those arms where they are. One more time. Inhale deeply. Squeeze everything. Spread those fingers. Squeeze as if you were moving that energy through every cell of your body. You don't want to miss one single tiny cell. Spread it out. Squeeze, let it go everywhere. Exhale, hands to your knees, eyes closed. Pause. Feel. All right. Opening your eyes. Just do a few warm-ups before we get started. So begin with some spinal flexes, hands on your knees or on your shins. And just begin to inhale forward, exhale back, waking that spine up. And then begin to, as you come forward, twist over to the left and come back to center and twist over to the right. So still spinal flexes, but adding a little twist in there. Bringing your breath with you. So as we begin to bring our minds into the equation and we begin to let that sense of calmness permeate our thoughts, then we begin to move out of the emotional, right? We stop making decisions. We stop living our life through our emotions. We notice our emotions. We honor our emotions. We feel our emotions, but they're not the deciding factor in how we live. Our stressed out adrenal system is a result of connecting to so deeply our emotional condition and then living from those emotions. Even when it doesn't look that way outright, come back to regular spinal flexus now, just backward and forward. And then start to slow it down. The next time your heart comes forward, begin to roll your torso around your hips. So when we move away from that emotional decision making or that emotional ruminating in our minds about what could happen, when we move away from that, then our choices, they become more balanced, more based upon our intuition, more of a union between the body and the mind and the intuition and the emotions rather than just an emotional grasping. It's that grasping that sets the adrenals into motion, that sets that fight or flight or freeze mode into motion. Right? So taking a step back, moving the other direction, taking a step back from time to time and just taking a breath and saying, yes, that could happen. And so could this, and so could this, and so could this. So many different possible outcomes to any situation. Right? So when we start to hold on to what we think could happen, what our mind tells us is going to happen, and then we start to try to solve those problems before they even arise, that kicks us into that fight or flight mode. So many ways to come out of the present moment and move into that energy. The energy robs us of our ability to enjoy the here, the now. Come to stillness. We're going to begin. And this is a set for the adrenals, for the kidneys. And the kidneys are really important too because they're part of our elimination. I mean, if we just keep on taking in, taking in, taking in, and we don't let it go, let it go, let it go, there's not room for new. All right, so this is a bunch of different exercises. You're going to start off with your hands out to the sides. Actually, first bring your hands together and rub. And then pause for a moment and feel that energy between your palms. And then feel that energy moving through the cells of your body and through the ethers around you. And let that energy settle you into your seat right here, right now. Maybe giving yourself full permission to be so present with each exercise that we do today. Feel the grounding in your seat. And then inhale your arms out to the sides, palms out as if you were pushing a wall away. Exhale, bring your hands back together at your heart center in lotus position. So the base of the hands, the thumbs and the pinkies together, the other fingers spread. And that's it. You're going to keep doing that. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. Eyes closed, keep going. The energy of the lotus, right? The lotus rises up from the most improbable conditions and explodes into such beauty. It embraces the mud and it embraces the murk and it embraces the air and the sun. It takes it all in. And as a result, it thrives. It knows that its beauty, that its truth cannot be thwarted by the fear because it can't see past the mud in the beginning. It knows there's more. Where in your life can you remind yourself that there's more than what appears to be right in front of you right now? More possibilities than we can even imagine. The mind is our protector and it goes right to worst case scenario, not for everyone, depends on your conditioning, but for most of us, I think. So, how do we move it to being rational, bring in the present, moving into the lotus of your heart, and then moving out into the world from that space, that knowledge of your truth, your Adi Shakti, your primal energy, your primal truth. Allow your heart energy to mother you, to hold you in that place of knowing that everything's okay. Even when it's not okay, it's okay. 30 more seconds. The next time your hands come into lotus at your heart, pause there and feel. Imagine yourself breathing in the fragrance of the lotus. And imagine her roots moving from your heart through your power center, your creative center, through your roots all the way down into the earth. And then opening your eyes, you're going to take your pinkies and hook them together. Curl your middle 3 fingers into your palms, thumbs sticking out. You're going to bring that down in front of your navel center, your power center. And you're going to maintain the grip of trying to pull your pinkies apart. And as you do this, eyes are going to close, roll up to your third eye, and begin breath of fire. If you are in the middle of your menstrual cycle, or if you have a heavy menstrual cycle, or you're pregnant, long, deep breathing. Otherwise, breath of fire. In and out through the nose. Maintaining that pressure, the pinkies pulling each other apart. Feeling the cleansing breath of fire. The energy of transformation. This breath generates heats. And it works on one side of your adrenals, clearing. Making space for that adrenal energy to settle back down. Maybe picturing yourself slowly moving your foot from the gas pedal to the brake. Slowly gliding, moving toward a stop. Take a deep inhale. Pause for a moment, and as you exhale, let your hands come down to your knees, eyes closed. O-shaped mouth. Begin cannon breath, which is basically breath of fire through the mouth. 30 seconds. This works the other side of the adrenals, bringing balance to the adrenal system. Our adrenals are in a peaceful state. We have this vital energy that allows us to make the most of our day, to flow our energy in a way that feels productive and feels like it supports who we are. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath, squeeze everything up, 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 up. Exhale, eyes closed. Notice the space, the back of your body, a little bit above your sacrum. The adrenals rest on the kidneys. Imagine there's being space made there. Feel a clearing, a cleansing there, a lightness there that maybe wasn't there before. Allow yourself to breathe gently. Maybe noticing as your breath flows evenly and gently, your heart begins to melt into a rest. Your inner organs all seem to kind of settle into their space. Notice an overall sense of balance as you consciously move into the state of rest that allows those adrenals to settle in and allows vital energy to move up through your body from those adrenals. Another nice long deep breath here. Then opening your eyes, you're going to take your left hand, place it on your back with the palm facing out. So right at the bottom of your ribs on the back. Your right hand is going to be facing forward, palm forward. Your eyes are going to be wide open. And you're going to chant had, had. So it's har, but your tongue is touching the upper palate. So it sounds like had, had, had. Right? Eyes closed, right palm pressing forward, left gently on your back, palm out, and begin. Had, had, had. Really get that navel involved, pulling that navel up on each had. Had is the creative aspect of the divine. It is the Adi Shakti, that feminine energy. The brush and the paint that creates on the canvas of your life. Calling upon that creative energy. Had, had. Seeing yourself, eyes wide open, seeing yourself as that creative energy. This is how the divine sees you. You are her brush, you are her paints. You are the creator of your life. Feel the power, the energy of that had, that had. And then hands where they are, eyes wide open. Inhale so deeply. Fill every ounce of your body with breath. Feel the pull as you tense your body like steel. Exhale, let everything fall back down. Eyes closed. Hands on your knees. Pause and feel. Just for a moment, let your shoulders come up and then move back, lengthening your spine, claiming your seat on the throne, the throne of your life. Mm. Roll your shoulders a few times. And then come to stillness. Just breathe in this regal position. Feeling a sense of calm, even in a storm of uncertainty. We're in that space of resting within ourselves and allowing that vital energy to rise up so naturally, even in the midst of a storm. We're the calm. Feel that. And opening your eyes, the next exercise is a difficult one for me. It's body drops. So what I do is I take a block on either side of my body. So if you have a block or a book, you can put it there, but you may not need this. This is just my body. And you're going to be in easy sitting pose. And I like to take my knuckles and press them into the block, but you can use your hands or you can use the floor. And you're just going to bring your butt up and down, body drops, just up and down, up and down. If that feels really difficult, just move yourself up out of your seat a little bit and down, even if your butt doesn't come off the floor. Just move into that motion, eyes closed, pulling that energy up, and then allowing your body to drop back into the arms of the earth. Reminding us that there are so many times in our life that we do and we need to rise up. We need to come out of our comfort zones and we need to move up into the unknown. But we can always drop back down. There's always that place for us, that home. With the arms of Mother Earth, they're always just waiting to catch us, no matter how many times we fall. Right? We don't just drop blindly, we drop into the hands of the earth. That rich, rich energy that holds us and calms us and nurtures us. Ten more seconds. And then come to stillness. Take your right hand, place it on your solar plexus. I'm sorry, your left hand. Take your right arm right over it. So it's like this. And you're going to press into your solar plexus. So really pressing your arms into your solar plexus. Then relax your shoulders, eyes closed, long, deep breathing. Through the nose. And for this exercise, it's said that the deeper the breath, the deeper the cleanse. So make your breath nice and long and deep as you press into those solar plexus, cleaning out the old energy, making space in the oven for more transformation, better digestion, digestion of our thoughts, digestion of our food, digestion of our circumstances, digestion of the world's circumstances. As you breathe long and deep, think about the miraculous process of digestion. Maybe place something in our systems. The intelligence of this body temple, it breaks it down and it sends different parts of that which we have digested to different parts of our body where it's needed. Some of it leaves and is eliminated. Some of it becomes pure energy. Long, deep breaths, cleaning out anything that is backed up, all that ama, that emotional sludge, the remnants of undigested ideas, undigested fears, even undigested truth, the truth that used to be truth that no longer serves. Imagine with each breath, clearing and cleansing, really pressing in. The power of the breath is the depth to which you will cleanse. Inhale deeply. Press as hard as you can. Squeeze everything up while you press everything in. Exhale, relax. Pause, feel. Move your attention to the adrenals again on your back, a little bit above your sacrum, a little out to the sides, right on top of your kidneys. See if you feel a sense of relaxation there, of the energy of the adrenals settling down. Maybe imagine in your mind sending beautiful white light surrounding your adrenals and your kidneys. Pause in deep appreciation for what they do for you every day, bringing you vitality, all that vim and vigor that it takes to move through this world. And releasing, letting go, eliminating that which no longer serves. Perfect balance. And as you open your eyes, bring your legs out in front of you. Bring your arms out in front of you. And you're going to just begin to exhale forward, inhale back. Thumbs up, exhale forward, inhale back. Eyes closed. Really moving forward and back, letting your core help you, hold you as you lean back, and then really stretching forward. Moving, relaxing, releasing, squeezing, doing so many things to that area of the adrenals, of the kidneys. Mixing it up, moving it up. Finding your rhythm with your eyes closed, really falling into this, keeping those arms parallel to the ground as you move forward and back. Let your breath move with your body. Thirty more seconds. And then the next time you come forward, just let yourself melt into a forward fold for a moment. Just letting your head move towards your toes, letting your arms relax down anywhere that they land. And take a few breaths. And then come on up and let yourself move to your back. Once you get there, you're going to plant your feet. And we're going to do 1 minute of pelvic lifts here. So basically bridge pose. Your hands are moving towards your ankles. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, hips up. And then release them down and keep going at your own pace. Lifting your hips up, releasing them down. So it's said that we can be eating well, we can be sleeping enough, but if we're not paying attention to what we're doing with our energy, then it affects our physical body. If we keep our foot on that gas pedal, if our mind is never at rest, if our emotions are never at rest, then it doesn't matter that we're going through the motions of taking care of ourselves. We'll still be burning that excess energy. We'll get tired and snappy and angry. So attention to these adrenals, to moving out of that fight or flight or freeze mode, to relaxing into our own minds, our own bodies. So important. The next time you come down, stay. Just let yourself rest for short shavasana, 30-second shavasana. A few more exercises before we move to that real full shavasana. Long breath in, longer breath out. Just because the world around us seems to be moving at 100 miles an hour doesn't mean we have to. Pausing, taking time to sip your tea, enjoy your meal, have a good laugh with a friend, hug your puppy. So important. All right, slowly bring your knees into your chest, rock up to a seat, and then immediately when you get there, roll on to all fours. Once you get there, you're going to extend your left leg behind you, and then bring the nose to the knee to the nose, and just keep going. Left leg, knee to nose, nose to knee. Moving at whatever pace feels good to you. You guys look so full of energy. 30 more seconds here. The next time that your leg comes out, extend it. Stretch your leg up to the sky, your eyes up to the sky. As you exhale, bring your left knee to the mat. Move to the other side. Extend the right and then begin nose to knee to nose. So it's not to say that we should never be in that fight, flight, or freeze mode. There's definitely a reason for that to exist, right? To be on the alert to protect ourselves in time of danger, to protect our loved ones. There's definitely a place for that. But when we live there all the time, when we're always worried and we're always on high alert and we're always not trusting, we're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. The more we do that, then the more we kind of chip away at our intuition, right? And then we don't know when we really do need to be in that mode because we're always there. And so we lose that innate ability to intuit when we need to pay a little more attention, or we need to question what's going on, or we need to, lock the door or yell or run or whatever it is that we need to do. We're always in that mode, then we lose that edge of being able to trust our ability to know instinctively what we need to do in any situation. We find ourselves pushing against situations that we should be embracing and embracing situations that we should be pushing away from. Next time that leg comes up, extend it, look up to the sky. Let that right knee drop. And then sit back on your heels for a moment. And from this position, you're going to bring your forearms down to the ground. So your elbows are going to be right in front of your knees. You're going to be in kind of like a little awkward. Yeah, there you go. You can see most of your backs. And from here, you're going to bring your palms together, thumbs facing up. So your hands will be in prayer, thumbs will be facing up. Begin to bring your shoulders and like come up off your knees, your heels a little bit, and bring your shoulders and your upper body forward over your hands and then back. And you're just going to rock forward and back. Yep. And just keep going. Keep your chin up. You should feel a little pressure at your lower back as you just rock forward and back. Keep the breath steady. Keep your mind steady. Again, creating that pressure on the adrenals in the kidney area. Kind of wringing them out, moving the stagnant energy. Our adrenal energy is balanced in our nervous system. Feels soothed. And our nervous system is in a state of peace. Then we can move deeper into our hearts. Hi, puppy dog. Aw. 30 more seconds. And then push back into child's pose. What a sweet puppy. I am in love. Take a long, deep breath here. And then another. And then come on up and make your way to your back. One more little bit of movement on your back before we settle into Shavasana. Simple rolls up and down on your spine so you'll bring your knees into your chest. And just roll up and down on your spine, maybe 10 or 15 times. When you feel balanced and ready, let yourself fall into Shavasana. A very well-earned Shavasana. Slowly begin to deepen your breath, circling your wrists and your ankles, letting your head move from side to side. Bring your knees into your chest and take a spinal twist to the right and to the left. Stretch your legs out straight, your arms overhead, really stretch, stretch, stretch. And then bringing back everything towards your chest. Begin to bring the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet together. Rub, connect that beautiful vital essence flowing through you. And maybe take a happy baby pose here. Reach for your insteps. Knees towards your armpits, open up. And finally, knees into chest, either rolling to your right or rolling up and down on your spine. Making your way up to a seat. We'll meet palms together at the heart, eyes closed. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Please join me in sealing our practice together with a long Sat Nam. Inhale deeply, deeply, deeply. Sa Nam. Floating your thumbs, the space between your brow, letting your chin drop down into your own sweet heart. Be loved, believe, be true to you. Sat Nam, everybody.